What if your crops thrived without fertilizers or modern pesticides? The Amish have mastered natural farming secrets that still work today. They say modern farming needs expensive fertilizers, pesticides, and high-tech tools, but the Amish just smile and grow better crops with none of that. Maybe they know something we don't. Or maybe their secret ingredient is hard work. Let's find out the 25 Amish gardening secrets that can change your farming forever. Composting manure for fertility. Amish farmers have perfected the use of composted manure to enrich their soil naturally. By carefully composting cow, horse, and chicken manure, they create a nutrient-rich fertilizer that improves soil health without synthetic chemicals. This method provides nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium essential for plant growth while also enhancing soil structure. Unlike chemical fertilizers, composted manure releases nutrients gradually, preventing nutrient runoff and water contamination. It also boosts microbial activity, making the soil more fertile and resilient to pests. The Amish manage their composting process meticulously, reducing odors and preserving maximum nutrients. While modern farming relies on synthetic fertilizers that can degrade soil over time, Amish methods sustain long-term productivity. Their eco-friendly approach prevents soil depletion and keeps their farms thriving. Imagine fields nourished by natural compost, lush, green, and full of life. Speaking of Amish farming secrets, let's uncover another traditional technique that keeps their crops healthy year after year. Crop rotation for soil health. Amish farmers use crop rotation to maintain soil fertility and prevent depletion naturally. By alternating crops like corn, soybeans, and clover, they ensure the land stays productive without synthetic fertilizers. Each crop serves a purpose. Corn depletes nitrogen, soybeans restore it, and clover enhances soil structure while preventing erosion. This cycle also disrupts pest life cycles, reducing the need for pesticides and keeping diseases at bay. Unlike monoculture farming, which weakens soil over time, crop rotation preserves its richness for future generations. While modern farms rely on synthetic fertilizers to replenish lost nutrients, Amish farmers take a sustainable approach, letting nature do the work. Their method is cost-effective and environmentally friendly, ensuring healthier soil year after year. Imagine fields thriving with different crops, each playing a role in keeping the land fertile. Now that we've seen how the Amish nurture their soil, let's explore another fascinating farming secret: heirloom seeds. Amish farmers swear by heirloom seeds passed down through generations to ensure stronger and more resilient crops. Unlike genetically modified seeds, these open-pollinated varieties naturally adapt to local soil and climate, making them more sustainable. Heirloom seeds don't require chemical fertilizers or pesticides, and they offer superior flavor, nutrition, and disease resistance. By saving seeds each year, Amish farmers preserve biodiversity, food security, and the traditional farming methods that have worked for centuries. These seeds thrive without the need for artificial enhancements, offering greater independence from the modern industrial farming system. Heirloom crops also help maintain the balance of nature, ensuring future generations will have access to healthy, resilient plants. Imagine fields of robust tomatoes and corn, all grown from seeds that tell stories of generations past. Now that we've seen how the Amish prioritize natural farming, let's dive into their methods for keeping their crops pest-free. No-till gardening to preserve soil. Amish farmers practice no-till gardening, a method that preserves soil structure and promotes healthy ecosystems. This technique avoids disturbing the soil, which helps retain moisture, reduces erosion, and enhances the growth of beneficial microbes and earthworms. By keeping the soil undisturbed, organic matter thrives, leading to healthier crops and better yields. The Amish understand that preserving soil health is key to long-term farming success, and no-till gardening supports this by maintaining the natural balance of the land. It's a sustainable approach that reduces water runoff and prevents nutrient loss, ensuring their fields remain fertile for generations. Unlike conventional farming methods, which rely on tilling and can damage the soil, no-till farming ensures a more resilient and eco-friendly environment. As the Amish continue this practice, they're not just protecting the land, they're investing in the future of farming. Now that we've seen how no-till gardening benefits the land, let's explore their next method for sustainable growth. Deep mulching. Amish farmers use deep mulching with materials like straw, hay, or wood chips to help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and improve soil fertility. This technique is especially valuable during dry spells as it reduces soil evaporation, keeping the ground moist for crops. Mulch also blocks sunlight, preventing weed growth and reducing competition for nutrients. As the mulch breaks down, it enriches the soil with organic matter, enhancing its structure and overall health. Unlike modern irrigation systems and herbicides, deep mulching is an eco-friendly, low-cost method that conserves water and energy while promoting healthier crops. This simple yet effective practice ensures that Amish farms remain productive and sustainable. The use of deep mulching reflects the Amish commitment to natural farming methods that prioritize the long-term health of the land. Now that we've seen how mulching helps with moisture retention and weed control, let's explore how heirloom seeds play a role in their farming practices. Rainwater collection for irrigation. Amish farmers use rain barrels and cisterns to collect and store rainwater, offering a natural and sustainable water source for irrigation during dry periods. This method reduces their reliance on municipal water systems, cutting costs, and energy use. The water gathered is free from chemicals commonly found in tap water, which is better for crops and soil health. By capturing rainwater, Amish farmers maintain a steady supply of water for their fields, ensuring they can irrigate even during dry spells. This eco-friendly approach also helps conserve groundwater, especially in areas where water resources are limited. Unlike modern irrigation systems that often depend on external sources, Amish rainwater collection provides a self-sustaining solution that supports their independent farming practices. It's an efficient, sustainable way to ensure crops receive the water they need. Now that we've explored how rainwater collection benefits their farming, let's move on to how crop rotation plays a role in maintaining soil health. Natural pest control methods. Amish farmers prefer natural pest control methods over chemical pesticides, focusing on techniques like companion planting, beneficial insects, and homemade sprays. Companion planting involves growing certain plants together to naturally repel pests and attract helpful insects. For instance, marigolds and basil can deter pests from tomatoes and peppers. Beneficial insects such as ladybugs and praying mantises are encouraged to thrive, providing natural pest control by consuming harmful insects. Amish farmers also use homemade sprays made from garlic and chili pepper, offering a non-toxic alternative to chemicals. This approach not only protects crops, but also supports a healthier, more biodiverse farm ecosystem. Unlike modern farms that often rely on synthetic pesticides, Amish methods foster a cleaner environment and safer food. Their natural pest control techniques help maintain the health of both crops and pollinators, promoting long-term sustainability. Now that we've explored their pest control methods, let's take a look at how they use heirloom seeds to further enhance their farming practices. Companion planting. Amish farmers use companion planting to boost crop growth and reduce pest problems. By pairing plants like basil with tomatoes or corn with beans and squash, using the Three Sisters method, they create natural partnerships that benefit each other. Basil repels pests like mosquitoes and flies, protecting tomatoes, while the Three Sisters method fosters a mutual relationship among corn, beans, and squash. The corn provides support for the beans to climb, the beans fix nitrogen in the soil, and the squash covers the ground, preventing weeds and conserving moisture. This strategy enhances crop yields, promotes soil health, and reduces the need for chemical interventions. Unlike modern monocropping, Amish farming embraces biodiversity and natural plant relationships, which makes their farming system more sustainable. The result is a more eco-friendly approach that supports both the environment and healthier crops. Now that we've covered companion planting, let's take a look at how heirloom seeds further contribute to their farming success. Covering the crops. Amish farmers plant cover crops like clover, rye, and alfalfa after harvest to restore soil fertility and prevent erosion. These crops are essential for maintaining soil health during the off-season. As they grow, the root systems of these plants anchor the soil, reducing erosion caused by wind and rain. Clover and alfalfa, being legumes, also fix nitrogen in the soil, naturally enriching it and reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers. This process enhances the soil's texture and nutrient content, preparing it for future planting. Unlike modern agriculture, which often relies on synthetic chemicals, Amish farming uses cover crops as a sustainable, eco-friendly method to maintain fertile, productive soil. By embracing this natural approach, Amish farmers ensure that their land remains healthy for generations. Now that we've explored cover crops, let's look at how no-till gardening plays a key role in preserving the land's health. Hand pollination. Amish farmers use hand pollination to maximize crop production, particularly for squash and melons. By manually transferring pollen from male to female flowers, they ensure higher yields, especially when natural pollinators like bees are scarce or weather conditions limit their activity. This labor-intensive method helps the plants produce more fruit by guaranteeing proper pollination. The process provides better control over pollination, leading to larger, more consistent harvests. Unlike modern farms that rely on bee colonies, Amish farmers have perfected this technique over generations, using brushes or even their fingers to ensure successful fertilization. Hand pollination can increase melon yields by up to 30%, making it an effective tool for sustainable farming. Now, let's move on to another Amish practice that supports healthy crops: deep mulching for moisture retention, fermented plant tea. Amish farmers create fermented plant teas using materials like nettles, comfrey, or manure to provide their crops with essential nutrients. These natural fertilizers are packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals that promote healthy plant growth and improve soil health over time. The process involves soaking these materials in water for weeks, allowing the nutrients to leach into the liquid. When applied to plants, the tea nourishes them without the need for harmful synthetic chemicals, making it a sustainable and eco-friendly practice. The use of fermented plant teas also introduces beneficial microorganisms into the soil, enhancing its structure. This method is a staple in Amish farming, offering a chemical-free solution to plant nutrition. Now, let's explore another sustainable practice Amish farmers use: rainwater collection for irrigation. Frames and hoop houses. Amish farmers use cold frames and hoop houses to extend their growing season, especially in colder climates. A cold frame made from materials like wood and glass or plastic creates a mini greenhouse effect by trapping heat from the sun. This helps young plants thrive early in the season. Hoop houses, larger structures made of plastic stretched over arches, protect seedlings from frost and allow for earlier planting and harvesting. Both techniques provide a controlled environment, enabling Amish farmers to grow crops even in early spring or late fall, when outdoor temperatures are unsuitable for many plants. These simple yet effective tools offer a longer growing season and more diverse crops. Now, let's explore how Amish farmers use crop rotation to maintain soil health. Animal-powered farming. Amish farmers have long relied on horses and mules for plowing their fields, a practice that benefits both soil health and sustainability. Unlike modern tractors, which can compact soil, animals exert less pressure on the earth, preserving its structure and fertility. This allows roots to grow more freely, improves water infiltration, and boosts nutrient absorption. Animal-powered farming also reduces the carbon footprint by eliminating the need for fossil fuel-powered machinery. Additionally, the manure from these animals enhances soil fertility, creating a natural cycle of renewal. Now let's look at how Amish farmers practice crop rotation to maintain soil productivity. Hand weeding. Amish farmers opt for hand weeding over chemical herbicides, ensuring a chemical-free environment that benefits both the land and surrounding ecosystems. While labor-intensive, hand weeding allows Amish farmers to preserve soil health by avoiding the harmful effects of herbicides, which can damage plant roots, disrupt soil fertility, and harm beneficial insects. Using traditional tools like scythes and hoes, they remove weeds without harming the soil or surrounding plants. The result is healthier crops and a thriving ecosystem. Now, let's explore how crop rotation plays a key role in maintaining soil productivity and health in Amish farming.